the Bold. Last time we left off, we finished a little uprising with mountain clans of Vale. I was highly surprised at that due to the fact that it's very rare that they even rebel and try to take the Vale. I've only seen like once where they actually had like the amount of men that could do something. So I don't know. Like I guess I don't have Mega Wars on this one. You can't just go back and change the rule, so which kind of sucks. But because I like it better, makes it a lot or like it's a little more challenging when the kingdoms can choose to back you or the rebellion of whatever kind, or take independence. But I guess it's only a minor thing. We've already got into an easy role because of us taking down the Targaryens rather quickly and everybody liking Daemon as for the most part. But so we're gonna go back. All right, now these Lord Paramounts, which are everybody pretty much except for the North and the Iron Isles that went up against us in favor with the crown. So we have their heir apparent in our court. And I was thinking, I have one eligible daughter to marry off, which is this one here, Morella. I figured that it's between the Lannisters' heir, which is Tybolt E7, or the the Tully heir, which is 9. Now, the Tully, the Riverlands as a whole, they don't really muster a lot of men. Like 21,000 is a lot for the Riverlands for the most part. But when it comes to the Westerlands, like they can get 40+ thousand. Like let me see how like he's not relatively like they're all pretty much positive, but they're very low positives. So if he got them all around 50 or more, plus opinion of him, he could literally get over 40,000 men, and they're like directly across from us, and they are a good ally to have in wars. So I figure, and his heir is a little younger, 2 years younger, so I figure he's in our court, he's gonna okay with anything we do. So we're gonna go ahead and arrange betrothal to our youngest and our only daughter left that isn't betrothed. We'll get a little prestige out of it, but it's mainly just for the later alliance that can come with it. So we'll go ahead and do that. Now, what was it that I forgot what I was looking at last time. Oh, with one of my sons, we have with the North, they weren't involved, like they stayed out of it, stayed neutral. But right now he only has a daughter. His wife is 45, she's not popping out any kids. Unless she dies sometime soon and he gets a younger wife, is the only opportunity. And she basically was just born earlier in this month of September. So I think I'm willing to give up one of my sons matrilineally to her, just to have the alliance, because the North are the more finicky ones, because you automatically have a negative opinion thing going against you because of culture, and not just that, their religion, because they're the only old god's kingdom in the entire Seven Kingdoms. So it's hard for me to think of which one I'd want to give up. Like, I don't know if I would give up Ares, the strong one, or Arion, the attractive one. But I think I'd rather have the strong one. So I think I'm gonna give up Arion to her matrilineally. Now, it says here they'll agree with it, but anybody who's played this game knows when it comes to the time for her to marry, she will deny it because it's not matrilineal. Because if we marry her non-matrilineal, we will take over the North. The only time that ever works out for you is if you have a marriage and something happens to the male and you're like third down, the girl's third down, and he dies without kids and she's just thrown in there, already being married, then that's kind of instance where that would help. But right now, we would have to go matrilineal. So I think we're going to do that, just try to keep the realm together. Like, I have a shitload of sons, so it won't matter just having that one. So he should go for it. Let's see. Yeah, so he accepts it. So there goes that. Our son's gonna be, you know, the Lord Paramount of the North, just behind her. Now we have our two twins, Kayla, and I think it's Daemon? Oh no, where's the other? They're saying she's a twin at 12, but with who? Is what I'm not getting here. I guess we'll see. Yeah, it says she's a twin, but I don't think she is a twin. Because there's no other 12-year-old. The other one is 9, 8. They're twins. And there's another set, I think. Or no, that's the only, I don't know why it says she's a twin. I don't think she's a twin. But yeah, so she is betrothed to Bittersteel, and it's time to get her education. Thinking I might just do a very good instead of highly. Yeah, we'll do good here. We'll give us +2 learning. Alright, let's see what we got here. He's acting crazy. Daemon is trying to do what? I didn't get there quick enough. He's trying to do. If you get all for non-aggression, now what we are gonna, somebody wanted me to do it with Dorne marrying Oliver but he's already my nephew, so like we could automatically go for non-aggression alliance, but you can't go alliance because he's your vassal. But then we're gonna go non-aggression with Dorne because, you know, our half sister is married to the Lord Paramount of Dorne. We want to keep good relations with Dorne. It took a while to get them into the 7 Kingdoms, so we don't want nothing to happen with that. We are waiting for our flagship to be finished. Looks like the Osgraves are. What's going on here? Lord Mathis Norwell is going for Daeron Downs against Eustace Osgrave. I was thinking about doing an Osgrave playthrough. I just think they're an intriguing house. This is the Eustace from what's it called? The Mystery Knight, Knight of 7 Kingdoms, the Donkey Egg book. Alright. Wise choice. Yeah, I can non-aggression pretty much with everybody, but I'm not going to, just in case they get crazy. That line. Yeah, their heir would have been good, but he was already married. He's a little old. Lord Paramount Edmund of the Trident has created the title High Lordship Purveyor of Crabs. I do want to get make Old Stones colonize and make it into a lordship again. Right now it's a ruin. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, we have our Master of Laws, Marin can't even think right now. Marin Martell over Pentos. But I was going to change that. Oh, he actually took Daeron Downs from North March. So all they have is their castle, Stanfest. It's not even on lordship, it's a castle. I wonder why it's not. It shouldn't say castle. It should say lordship. Because before, you know, I think they had Cold Moon, didn't they? They had something other than Stanfest. I can't remember. I think it might have been Daeron Downs. Was this one? This Daeron Downs? Yeah, I think this was the one they had. Daeron Downs. I'm not sure though. Let's see. Oh, the Rowans had it actually. Anyway, so I wanted to bring up the relations with Tyrosh in case, because I'm trying to get a claim on Pentos, try to expand, and it does become a pain in the ass due to the fact that I don't do that yet. Due to the fact that all these free cities are different religions and they're hard to keep control of. They constantly rebel, and it's more of a headache than it's worth. Alright, we have Damon Royce. I guess the Royces went up against us because I don't know. He wants to marry Dondarrion. She's 33. I'm stupid, but I'll let it happen, I guess. It's the mother to Valar and Laterras. They'll stay with me, so it doesn't matter. Let's see. Who's acting crazy? Driftmark wants to kill Lord Brian and Dire Thing. For what, I don't know. Lord Devon of the Whispers is trying to replace Dowager Queen and become regent. They both seem to, gotta end their plot. Alright, here we go. Lord Paramount Leo Tyrell has informed you that your new flagship for the Iron Throne fleet is complete. The Drummond with over 700 oars and the huge sails blazing with the armed House Blackfyre. Many hundreds of people gathered to watch it be launched into the sea off King's Landing, and all say it was one of the largest ships they've ever seen. Pretty cool. So we get 150 prestige. Lord Paramount Leo gets 30 because he's master of ships. We get some extra martial and monthly prestige out of it. Alright, now that it's been launched and blessed, let's now select the name for your new flagship. We can call it King Daemon in honor of myself. I guess it would be alright to name it King Aegon the Fourth, because without our father blessing us with Blackfyre, we wouldn't have our claim, or it wouldn't be as good of a claim. So I mean, but he was very despised, so I don't know if that'd be a good thing to do. We could name it after our wife. How do we feel about our wife? Are we in love with our wife? She likes us a lot, though. I mean, I guess we can name it the Queen of Rohan, whatever her name is. So that's okay. Alright, accept the suggestion. Now we can go on our foreign tour. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go on the foreign tour since we're the new king of Westeros. Go around and meet with the other dignitaries of the world. I don't think I want to take the extra long one because it does take a long time. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to do? We can look into Dragon Dreams to see if anybody. Let's see what's the plots real quick. Nobody's plotting against us right now. Let's see. Let's look into our Dragon Dreams to make sure it doesn't take anything from us. Okay, before we take our voyage, we'll look at our Dragon Dreams and see if anything's gonna happen. Alright, Prince Daemon spent many hours in his Dragon Dreams, but to no avail. Prince Daemon only managed to see vague shadows which revealed nothing of the threats to your family. Alright, we lost a little piety for it. Oh well. Yeah, Daemon has Dragon Dreams. So, you can look into him if somebody's plotting against you and you don't know. Why is he friends with him? I don't know. Large him? I don't know. I guess because they're homosexual, they're both homosexual. Where's our one Arion Bright Flame? Where's he at? He's got a dragon egg. I want him to fucking, I want him to hatch it, man. Yeah, that's him right here. Hopefully he'll hatch it, and then we'll have the only living dragon in existence, which will be pretty cool. Let's get him a guardian. Let's see, who can we get for him? I guess we can use ourselves, but I don't think we can. Let me see here. Which one of our kids? Now, our Arion is 6 now, so I think maybe we can just be guardian to him. Wait a second. We go back to Bright Flame here. Alright. He's not really overwhelmingly good at something, so. But like Daemon's good, very good at martial. Other than that, though, he's really not all that great. I think we can use a Cray Call because of the fact that he is one of our counselors. It won't make him Westerman, pretty sure. Yeah, he won't become a Westerman. But let's just check everybody out real quick. Aegon's a dick. I don't want to do that. Tyrell's pretty good too. There's a lot of formidable fighters here. Let's check stewardship wise. Elena's actually not bad either. This friggin' Reversi guy's not bad. But he's not a counter. Usually it'll say, like, they'll change their culture and shit. But sometimes they won't. I guess if they're your courtier, like, let me... Like, he's my courtier. She's in King's Landing. I'm trying to find somebody that's not in King's Landing to see what happened, but I guess they're all pretty much in King's Landing. Let's check out diplomacy wise. I want to do a Valyrian because it probably help. I don't want the Valyrian to lose that because that helps with dragon hatching. So maybe we will just use us for now. We can always switch it to. He needs a guardian. He's good at stewardship. So we'll get some. I guess we can just let him later. I don't want them to lose the high Valyrian culture wise, because you can't ever get it back to that. So it's one of the only cultures that you can't change somebody to. He wants to become hand of the king. He's terrible. No. Alright, yeah, so now we can go on our foreign tour. We're gonna do that. Costs money. I think it's like 50. I think it costs more the like more you go, I'm not sure. Alright. Where would you wish to go on your tour? Show me more located. We can go on the Free Cities, we can go to Giscar, we can go to the Jade Sea, we can go to Summer Sea. I don't want to go to Summer Sea because if we go to Noth, you can get that butterfly fever. I think we'll do Free Cities just because, you know, they're close and we're trying to look at a conquest, but we won't tell them that. That's good. Yeah, it costs more the more you want to see. Alright, so this one we go to Volantis, Tyros, Mir, Pentos, Bravos, Norvos. The other one will take us to Volantis, Lys, Lys, Mir. That goes to Mir too. I guess Lorath, Norvos, and Korhor, or no, Korhor, Lorath, and Lys are the only ones you want to go on this one. Because I've done this before, it takes awfully long. It is just like repeats itself over there. So we'll just do this one. We'll just go to the closer ones. Alright. And we're off to explore the world. So I shall return a better man. We now have on quest overseas. So alright. Shall I take my flagship Queen Rohan on this tour? She will surely improve our journey. Yeah. It actually makes the journey better having our flagship. Because it's a nice good ship. Alrighty. Some polls. Yeah, so we still have 10,000 of that 15,000 event spawn troops, which is pretty cool. We didn't use hardly any of them, so they're like a backup, and you don't get penalized. You don't have to pay for them. There's no maintenance cost. We don't have any domain troops anyways, so with the Red Keep, we're still in new administration. We're just starting to build up the rest of the garrison. Garrison has another 14 more men, and then it'll start to replenish the levy, and that's the one you can use. Alright, pirates, and the shout you hear all around the deck as the vessel bearing the flag of pirates is spotted on the horizon sailing towards your ship. It approaches and crashes into the side of the ship. Its crew of pirates jumping on board. You must prepare to fight. So to defend the ship, there's a good chance that we will repel the attack and be unharmed. Alright, you managed to repel the attacking pirates with great ease. They did not expect you to be so well defended and must have thought you'd be some petty trade ship. You regained prestige for repelling the attack. During your journey across the seas, your ship was hit by a terrible storm. The ship is violently rocking back and forth. You try to cling on to anything you can keep steady whilst your men tend to keeping the ship on course and more importantly in one piece. You can kind of tell that though, like whoever worded this, English isn't their first language. I know one of the guys that does this mod. I think he's Swedish or something. I forget. But, oh father, no. So the odds are a little more, you know, not in our favor. So they're 60-39. Oof. So we got wounded. As your men slowly manage to get the ship back under control, you hear a loud crack from above, and a piece of the mast comes hurtling towards you, hitting your arm. As you slowly recover a stand, you see that it has impaled itself into your arm. Ooh. The surgeon on board comes to help you as the crew have gotten the ship under control and proceed to your destination. So now we're wounded. which is alright. I mean, wounded ain't the end of the world. It can get infected. It's only -1 health, but usually it heals itself fully, and you just get scarred. And then you get scarred, you actually get prestige every month for being scarred. Though I had thought Sir Bertie to be a more reasonable man, his request to be allowed to duel now was strong. His rival was slightly erratic. Sir Bertrand claimed to be constantly subject to affronts from his rival and asked for permission to defend his honor. I don't like agreeing to these a lot because you can get killed, or they can get killed. He'd be probably pissed if I don't let him. I could banish the instigator. I'll let it go. Hell with it. How can I deny a man his right to duel? Alright. Your grades have collected ample tax revenue. Cool, extra 73 gold. Nice. Yeah, we will colonize that as soon as we get enough money. Let's check Aegon, how he's doing. Can I click on him? Aegon's doing okay. Aemon's the real one. Look at that. He's got decent stats. He's gonna be the martial guy. I do wanna force training, but I gotta wait till I come back. After many days at sea on your flagship, Queen Rohan, you have finally arrived at Old Volantis. You are very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands and the Soci Valyrian culture. So we'll go over to too far. Little Volantis over here. My liege, the construction work being done in Summerhall is coming along well under the meticulous eyes of the master builder, who has taken me under his wing and is teaching me all he knows about constructing buildings. This knowledge will greatly help me in my work. What is she doing right now? Oh, she's never seen that. Alright. So, you got time modifier 5%. Showing up the buttons. You're quietly having a drink in a local tavern, and some of the other men there make repeated japes about how you look and the clothes you wear. Clearly, in their drunken stupor, they do not understand you are a foreigner in their land, as opposed to being someone they believe to be slightly deformed. As the japes get more and more vulgar, they start to threaten you and get out of their tavern before they beat you to a pulp. Alright, so now we're gonna get into a fight at a tavern with a pretty good chance of beating the aggressors. You will engage a quick fight with the 3 men and manage to rapidly beat them to the ground with relative ease. Turns out they were all talking their show, so we got a little prestige for that. Old Volantis. The captain yells out, "Volantis in sight." You marvel at the sheer size of the Valentine Harbor as your flagship, Queen Rohan, bursts at one of the wharfs. While your captain ties off the ship, you pay for a palanquin and make your way to Fishmonger Square. You see the merchant's house, and though you want to rest, you have an invitation from Triarch Kello Valaros. So you hurry across the long bridge, past the incredible temple of the Lord of Light, and approach the Black Wall. The guard stops you, barking in a foreign tongue, unsure what he said. You present him your invitation. He looks it over, then calls out in the gator, "How marvelous." So this is the guy. Volantis can raise a lot of men, but it's a free city and you're elected to it. But it seems like his son anyways, or whoever this is. Yeah, it's his son. Looks like he'll take over anyways. He's getting a little old now. I guess they are of the Tiger clan. There's tigers and I think elephant. I think that's what it is. One of these should show you. He's a tiger. He's an elephant. Yeah, tiger's an elephant. I think it's the 2 parties. Yeah, they're the party of merchants, moneylenders, and then the tigers, I think they're more old aristocracy and warriors. Yeah. Alright, time for you to leave your current location. You can go on to your next destination. Time is short, and there's oh so much to see in this world. Onwards to Tyrouge. So now we're going over to Tyrouge to our father-in-law. This guy here, or the lazy. Archon of Tyrish. Yeah, it's another, what's it called? You're elected. Now, his son's is heir, but just heir to the holdings. Like, they have, City of Kylos. That's one there. And then, the other ones that have to be elected. Then he has house, certain provinces and really up north. After many days at sea and on your flagship Queen Ryan, you finally arrived at Tyros. You're very excited and cannot wait to explore these new lands of Tyrossian culture. Let's speed this up. During your travels through Tyros, you notice a local smith who offers to make you a sword or a set of armor for a price, of course. Tyros, you made sword would be amazing. I wish for a set of strong armor to protect me. I guess we'll get some armor. It's not too often you go and get a nice, great armor smith to make you a good set of armor. The smith is returned a couple days later with a set of armor for you. Strong steel engraved with your house sigil on the breastplate. Fine set of armor. So we get armor in our treasury. Let's check it out. See if it's any good. There we go. A fine set of armor. High quality suit of armor commissioned and crafted overseas. It doesn't give us any dual skill, which is kind of stupid. And it gives us the slightest bit of prestige. That sucks. That was kind of pointless. Your captain manages to get your flagship clear on to the walls of Tyros. Friendly, you hear someone yell from the Bleeding Tower as the captain docks. You head into the city and pass by a myriad of temples to one god or another. Finding the familiar insignia of the crone, you enter and say a prayer of thanks. Then leave an offering before continuing toward the council house for your meeting with Archon Oro Zokon. You see the masterwork crafts of the armor smiths. No time, so you pass by the Fountain of Drunken God to the black dragonstone walls and wait to be announced. Alright, your bannerman Lord Daemon is called Grayscale. His skin is turning mottled gray, black and gray, and stone-like to the touch. That sucks. Alright, it is time for you to leave your current location and move on to the next destination. Time is short, there's so much to see of the world. So now we're off to Mir. Let's see this bastard. Magister Ordello Trellos. For many days at sea on your flagship, blah blah blah. You were stopped in Mir, some fighters approached you and their leader asked you if they could join you on your travels. They noticed that you were not of this land and thought that you would be their best chance to explore the world. So it's from Mirror Man named Illyrio. I guess because he's in our court. More fighters always welcome. I don't have enough people. Alright, I guess it won't hurt. Lord Lauren of the Gold Rose provided me with proof that Lord Paramount Daemon of Western has been viciously slandering me. Expose and denounce him. Threaten Daemon exposure unless he stays out of faction. He's not in any factions. They have Prince Valor for the Iron Throne. They do have a couple people in that faction. Maybe we should threaten him just so he doesn't get into that faction. And I guess it's people though that we don't have their kin. We do have I'm trying to think. Yeah, we don't have neither one of those. I don't think we'd have to threaten him though. He's one of our advisors, that doesn't matter. Yeah, we'll threaten him. Your captain sails in the Mirror and docks the flagship Queen Rohan. As you enter, you hear one of the Mirrormen singing. I love the maid as fair as summer. You remember the tune but can't quite remember the lyrics. Still, you begin humming it as you enter the city walls. You find yourself on a black stone road surrounded by numerous artisan shops, some hawking carpets, some lenses, and other fine textiles. All the shops have beautifully crafted glass windows. Next, you come to Grand Construct's house and scholars and artists. Your curiosity calls, but you fight it and head to the council house to meet Magister Ordello Trellos. When confronted with the evidence, Lord Daemon swore to stay out of all factions and be loyal. Alright, cool. So we don't have to worry about him. It is time for you to leave your current location and move on. Now we're going to Pentos. So it's Magister YOLO. the old. Under guidance, your young nephew, Daeron, is master art swordsmanship. Good. Our nephew? That's our son. We're not. Man, what the hell? Let me see, what is he? He's good diplomacy. I'll go ahead and give him somebody. Good in diplomacy. Anyone like better than him? I guess he's good. Jerkmark guy. He's high Valerian. Aries is 6 yet. Couple months. Then we got betrothed can get married. Alright, we have Sheriff Seastar and Aemon. Okay, now they're husband and wife. He wants to buy going across the keys. Allegiance. Go right ahead. Alright. Lord Devon has been a loyal and able servant. Yeah, I guess we can reward him. Yeah. What is he? Hand of the King, right? Yeah. Alright, after many days at sea on your flagship, Rod the Prince decided it cannot wait to explore new land and Toshi culture. Who's acting up now? What's he trying to do? Replace Cray Call's Master at Arms. Nope. Ain't happening. Whilst in Pentos, I met a lovely woman called Saria, a courtier of Master Yolo. We both got along very well over a night of drinking, and there was clear mutual attraction in the air. Do I dare pursue her and ask her to return home with me? She's a giant, a giant Pentoshi with green eyes and green hair. No, I don't think so. She's attracted to us though. Yeah, I think not. I don't think that's something Daemon would do. So, we don't gain chase, so that's okay. Alright. Flagship Queen Aron sails into Pentos, bathed in the wall's shadow. When you notice that the walls and towers are poorly manned, inside you see a crowd of people surrounding a temple as a cloaked figure spouts off something. You try to make it out, but all you get is something about a drought and a light. As you make your way down a road of palanquin carried by 6 men, their beards elegantly twisted into twin braids, pushes past. One of the guards shouts something at you in common Valerian and shoves you. You dust yourself off and hurry on towards the prince's palace and join Master Yolo Estatus feast. Alright, now I think we're going to Bravos, the last one I think. Or Norvos, maybe it's the last. It's time for you to leave, okay. Now we're over at Bravos. Alright, Grace humbly requests that be legitimized the son of Lord Ronald Aaron. Hold on. Alright, I think you're Aaron of the Gauls now. Yeah. We'll lose piety for this, but we're legitimized, so why would we? Oh shit, I picked the wrong one. I meant to do it. Damn, that sucks. His wife is incapable. She's bedridden with cancer. Alright, we're in Bravos at the Sea Lord's Palace. Local nobles are having a feast and have invited me to join them. It may be a good opportunity for me to engage in some foreign diplomacy and learn more about the ways of the world. Alright, I guess we will try to impress the nobles. Alright, everything is going well and you'll quickly learn about the local Bravos customs and etiquette and manage to navigate your way through a conversation about the mundane and politically sensitive with great ease. So we gain 1 diplomacy and 15 prestige. That's pretty good. Bravos. As your flagship Queen Ron approaches the Titan standing astride the entrance of the harbor, it lets out a roaring blast that startles you, causing you to stumble backwards. The captain chuckles before steering the ship into the Canal of Heroes and settling the ship in the cheeky port. You start to crisscross the canals. In one direction you find the arsenal, not here, so you cross another. There you find a fish market and begin to grow frustrated. You turn back around and cross another, ending up in front of a building with black and white doors. After crossing several more canals, you find the Sea Lord's palace to greet Sea Lord Carl of Targaryen. How marvelous. So I think Norvos, Norvos is the last one. So we're off to Norvos, to the bearded priest. Alright, the High Priest Luco. I think there's a High Priest and a person like under him. Yeah, the Magister. Alright. After many days at sea, we are going to Norvus. Alright, we need a new hand of the king. I think he died at Grayscale. Alright. Who shall we put? I guess it'd be good to have a Veil, but I don't trust him. I guess we can have our little Bravosi dude be our hand, but he won't know the ways of the Westerosi. I guess Hayford or Duskendale maybe. No, we'll do Hayford. He's getting old anyways. And we'll have him oversee the realm. Alright, so we're off to our last location. Probably just takes long. It'd be even longer if I took the longer one. As you quietly having a drink in a local tavern, some of the other men there make repeated japes about how you look. Yes, the same one from earlier. So we get to a fight. Damn it! They get severely injured. You engage in a quick fight with 3 men and manage to rapidly beat them to the ground after a brief struggle. As you sit back down, you notice a gash inflicted on you by one of them. Guess you weren't as weak. They weren't as weak as you thought. So now we have fucking one arm that we're severely injured. Hopefully we don't die. We lost so much dual skill. Oh my god. Man, that sucks. Oh well. Guess we can't live forever. Norvus. We had to seek treatment, don't we? I don't know. The set journey brings you to the drawbridge of Norvus. Inside the marketplace and all around you are caravans from lands far and near. You hop from cart to cart. A large bell chimes across the city, sending Norvosi men, their mustaches oiled and capped, and the bald Norvosi women scurrying off in pairs. Unsure what just happened, and with the peddlers packing up, you head to the great temple of the bearded priest. You make your way up the center steps for the meeting with the High Priest Lugo Orlin, yearning for a taste of local specialty. Nasha at one of the drink houses onward. What? I don't understand that, man. Yeah, these bearded priests are badass. They're like warrior guys, I guess. But you can't beat them with their theocracy. Time to leave, and now we are going to head home. Alright. It sucks, we get to the last fucking place and I lose my hand fighting people. Alright, Master of Coins. There's no more. I think we get Mermello to do that, though. Who's this guy? Why is this Skago? Oh, they must be rebelling. I'll say, why is there Skagosi, one of my vassals? We'll make one mellow, why not? Let's see, on some loot. We'll make it a little better for him. Alright. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we'll have him. Oh, I guess that was our aunt that died. Hold on a second. Let me check. How's this going along? Oh, Summerhall's already done. Thought it wasn't done yet. Yeah. Alright, we'll have him collect taxes. Get some money. Alright, your guidance, Arion, so there's our net. Alright. Always be my ambition would help me reach great places and acquire some wealth during the ways and always nice bonus. What? Gold, diamonds, ore. 29 gold, whatever that was. Though I had thought Commander Mel's more reasonable manner quest allowed. Damn, everybody wants to fucking duel old Kraykall, old Red Tusk. When's the end of this journey thing coming up? I should say our journey's over and we get like 100 prestige. Alright, after visiting exotic places, you have finally returned home and your tour comes to an end. So we get 250 prestige and our overseas quest is over. Let's check out this real quick to see what's going on. There are going up on the tyranny of Lord Paramount John One-Eye. I guess he's an asshole. Well, not so that many people have a problem with him. It's always Skagus. No matter what, they don't like whoever the Lord Paramount is because they have a different religion too. Alright. It was just our mom, right? I think we'll make Does anybody want to be regent? Marin does. I think we'll make Marin. He's very good stewardship and diplomacy. We don't need anything else right now. Okay. I think we'll just call this episode an end. We did lose an arm or a hand. We have a revolt. It's only 1,500. It's probably way up north. Yep, Iron Wrath. So we will start next episode with that. But until then, this is Last Earth, and I will see you next time. Later, everyone.